The topic chosen for today's discussion is the plant disease, particularly in wheat. The disease name is called Karnal Bunt. Why it is called Karnal Bunt? Because first of all, this was reported in Karnal, a place in Haryana region. So the name was given as Karnal Bunt, the Bunt disease in the region of Karnal. That's why it is called Karnal Bunt. And it is widespread not only in Karnal but also in Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana. In all these regions, this has been widespread. This Bunt disease is found in almost in all places, that is in Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, and also in Punjab, Haryana, and UP also. First of all, this was reported during 1931 by Mitra. So, the important thing is this is caused by a fungus called Neovassia Indica or Telesia Indica, and there is still it is in controversy whether we have to call it as Neovassia Indica or Telesia Indica or Telesia Indica. So that so now we call it as Neovassia Indica. Here an important thing, all the hairs are not affected. All the hairs are not infected in a stool, and in your hair all the grains are not affected. Some of the grains are affected. The hair means that is the panicle. It is in the flower is inflorescence, and the grains are many in a single spikelet. So this is in that's why it's called hair. And grains converted into the important thing is the grains are affected by the black powdery masses enclosed by pericarp. Pericarp means the surrounding the grain will be there, that is endosperm. The endosperm is surrounded by pericarp. The outer layer is called pericarp. So the grain is affected by black powdery masses, and the pathogen, the harmful disease caused organism is called Neovassia Indica, or this is the name of the fungus is called basidiomycetes, that is fairly of smut fungi. This is always called smut by a smut fungi. A black powdery powder is formed in the grain, and the grain is eaten away by the fungus. Then Mitra called it as Telesia Indica, and Mundgar changed it to Neovassia Indica, and then again Fisher changed it to Telesia Indica. So there is controversy prevails over the nomenclature, whether it is to be called by Neovassia Indica or Telesia Indica. But we now call it as Neovassia Indica. The causative organism or causative fungus for causing this Karnal Bunt is called Neovassia Indica. And the Neovassia Indica forms spores, and dark brown in color, measures 20 to 49 micrometer in diameter, appears as curved spine. The spore will have a spine-like structure, and steroids are intermixed with fertile cell. So in this the sterile cells and fertile cells are intermixed. So that is the spore. Spore is a minute a small dot-like structure, which is the causative organism, which develops and it takes the nutrient from the wheat and it develops. Mycelium is developed. So disease cycle of Karnal Bunt in wheat. So it is it is airborne and soil borne. Both the spores develop in air, spread over the air, and also it is spread over the earth also. So both things are possible. So the first of all, the flower is infected by the sori in individual grains in air. The sori, it is called a small droplets of the causative organism is called sori that falls in the air of the grain, that is the panicle of the grain. And during off season, the spores fall on the soil. From there, it develops. So both these things, air, the infective or the causative organism is through air, and the development is through the soil. So whenever off season is there, the spores develops, germinates, and that is airborne. That spread the spores. So life cycle of Neovassia Indica. This is the wheat plant. In wheat plant, this is monocot plant, and this is the panicle or air having the mass of grains in a single air. All the grains are not affected in the air. Some of the grains are affected. The germ portion, usually the germ portion is affected by these spores. Through germ only, the germ is a soft portion, in that the spore falls and develops. And on the ventral side, a groove-like structure is found on the wheat, and the dorsal side is convex, and ventral side is concave, and from the germ portion to the apex or apical tuft will be there. A line, single line will be there, that is called a furrow, and through that furrow only the spore spreads. And the sori develops into slowly develops, and advanced inspection is through that groove. A groove like structure is formed. Naturally a groove will be there, but that groove is furthermore deepened or developed, and a very big groove, the worst affected thing is very big groove is formed, and only we can see the shell of the grain. That is the most advanced infection. And from the advanced infected the grain, the teleospores are formed, and the teleospores, so during it falls on the ground and it germinates. So during germination, leaf-like structures are formed, that is called, and from that structure, airborne primary sporidia are developed. Airborne, through air, the sporidia is spread over all over the field. That is called airborne primary sporidia. From that, multiple structure is formed, that is called airborne secondary sporidia. Then this airborne secondary sporidia falls on the leaf, and a part of leaf is affected. From the leaf, it passes on to the floral structure, and through ovary, it is inducted by the ovary, developing embryo, and then from there it develops into from germ portion to develop. So like this, the cycle is formed, airborne and also soil borne. The spore falls into the ground and it germinates. From there, it spread the spore through air. It spreads into the leaf into the flower into the ovary. Then it spreads. from the germ portion is affected, the grain germ portion is affected. Like this, the life cycle starts. The important thing is this is considered on par with the damage. So the limit is there for damage. So 6% is fixed, and this should not be, the entire thing is Karnal Bunt means it is not accepted. The limitation is there, and up to 3% the Karnal Bunt may be there, and it causes fishy smell, and the affected grain, when you smell it, it smells like a fishy smell. So this is with regard to the Karnal Bunt, a disease of wheat. This is not desired, and anyhow, to control this cannot be controlled by the seed treatment, but it can be controlled by the resistant varieties. So we have to choose the Karnal Bunt resistant variety. The Karnal Bunt resistant varieties are HBW 211, 236, 251, and RAJ 3777 and 3765. These the type of wheats we have to select, because some wheat are more prone to infection, and such of those prone wheat are to be avoided. Instead, we have to select the resistant varieties to avoid this spread of Karnal Bunt. With this, we conclude this video.